Hey guys, Jacob here. As you know, Project Resolve was revealed today, and that's going to be some of the problems that have been going on in the Division 2, some of the fixes that are coming, and some of the updated content that we're going to be getting in the future. And this was about a 2 hour and 30-minute live stream they did have today, and we're going to be talking about some of the things that were actually talked about in the content for Project Resolve. And this is going to be the 2.5-month test and learn program. We have PTS Phase 1 to Season 3 Vanguard and continued support. This is going to be December 15th through 18th, and it's a quality of life fixes, balancing PvP improvements, change descent, countdown, and summit. Then the next phase is going to be changes based on Phase 1 feedback, Year 5, Season 3 gear, weapons, and talents. Then February 6th, we have Project Resolve deployed. Year 5, Season 3 Vanguard start manhunt. And then Year 6 onwards, continue game improvements in balancing, improve analytics, and anti-cheat detection, which is really nice. And you can see your public test servers sessions are PC only. All PTS content is not final and subject to change. So some of these things can change. It's not 100%. Just keep that in mind. Now we're going to be covering some of the PvE improvements for the global events. I'm not going to cover every single thing in detail, but we can see all of them right here. This is Guardians, Polarity Switch, Hollywood, SHD Exposed, and Reanimated. For Guardians, when killing an angel, in addition of restoring armor to 50% of total armor is added as bonus armor, increased damage buff from 30% to 50. Minions now receive 15% of incoming damage instead of being invincible. And then you have damage buff duration increased from 10 to 15. Polarity switch, damage enemies are of different color, remove polarity stacks, change to killing enemies of different color, remove polarity stacks. Max stacks increase from 5 to 4. Damage bonus per stack increased from 20 to 25. Killing an enemy of reg or right polarity reloads the player's weapons. Triple explosion range for Hollywood, and this is going to be triple explosion damage. Fixed explosion VFX. Explosion generates signature ammo and grenades at player's location. Then you have SHD exposed. 10 times melee damage for first melee after reaching 100% exposed. Stacks are acquired at 50% faster. Double pulse radius. Players take 65% damage instead of 115 from pulsed enemies. Non-pulsed enemies still deal full damage. Then you have reanimated. Triple explosion damage range. And that's going to be the explosion damage increased by 50%. And enemy headshot weakness increased by 50%, which I'm really happy about this one. Because especially if they're supposed to be like zombies or infected, that makes a little bit more sense. Then you have projects. We have made a few changes, addition, completion conditions, and rewards to make projects more interesting, worthwhile. The change will affect the following projects, which pretty much affects all the main ones a lot of you guys use. Game modes. We are planning to introduce talent rotation feature in Descent and short and run links to expedite encounters with Nemesis. Summit fans can anticipate the resolution from level 100 XP issue. And then you have optimization have been implemented in all three modes, Countdown, Descent, and Summit, which is really nice, leading to enhanced stability and performance overall. Then you have Expertise, which we're going to scroll down a little bit more. Project Resolve makes expertise upgrades are more easily attainable and ensure the cost of upgrading are proportion and benefits gained. Our intention is to prioritize players by the time implementing these changes. Then you have the gear, weapons, and skill, which you guys can see right here if you want to read this. Level 1 to 5, 1 to 10, 1 to 10, 6 to 24, 11 to 24, and 11 to 24. That's your levels. And you can see the total materials increase for cost, which I'm really happy that they did change this a little bit because it does help a little bit more, especially with the optimization. Then we have weapon balancing. The general buff balance pass aims to enhance the appeal of less popular weapons and make them more engaging for all agents. The change made standard weapons may have impact on named and exotic weapons that are diverted from them. However, to avoid intentionally over-buffing exotics and named weapons, certain buffs exotics may not carry over. While the most weapons are expected to inherit these base weapon buffs, some may remain unchanged and maintain balance. Additional all exotic weapon third attributes will be refigured. So that's going to be for the weapon balancing. Gear balancing, our objective is to enhance the strengths of 2 and 3 piece bonus brand set bonuses in order to reward players from committing a specific brand sets. We want to make 3 piece bonuses more enticing while making less utilized mechanics more relevant. Now, this makes me really excited to see this because, for one, there are a lot of brand sets in the game, I don't know about you guys, that I do not use at all. A good example would be Fenris. I love Fenris, but I never go past the one piece. I use just the one piece alone just for the weapon damage, which is for assault rifles. Other than that, I do not use it. So hopefully they'll improve that a little bit and maybe change them and rework some of them so they're a little bit better. Then we have new features. We have made several improvements to the inventory system. We add a new menu called Tinkering, which combines some features of optimization and recalibration into one convenient location. This menu, along with the Expertise menu and Talent Attributes Library, now have been separated tab in the inventory that can be accessed from anywhere, reducing the need to return the base operations. Will also show us the optimization cost, reduce expenses associated with the upgrades. Additionally, we have introduced an option to directly send an item to the stash with a warning the stash is full. Furthermore, we have implemented a feature that displays a stash item count when approaching it, eliminating the need to access and check the inventory. And this is really nice. I'm really happy they did add this because this is something I've actually been wanting for a while. Quality of life, which you guys can see right here, we have made some different changes to the loot crate system in the open world. Loot crates will now scale to world difficulty, result in higher gear and improved stats across the board, particularly for challenging and heroic difficulties. This is something I have been wanting for months, maybe years, because I've been tired of getting purple gear in heroic levels. This is something that's been making me mad forever. Additionally, we're introducing new features that allow players to instantly use an armor kit to replenish 25% armor with a 5-second cooldown. This in addition to existing functionality of holding the button to replenish 100% armor. This is like flat out a Division 1, like straight out Division 1. This is something you could do back in the day. If you're not familiar with Division 1, you could hit your armor kit or your heal button, and it would give you just a heal immediately. I'm really happy to add this, but also at the same time, it's not 100%, but you could hit this to essentially get 25% of your armor back, which is really, really cool. Furthermore, we'll be implementing a cap on SHD watch HP bonuses at level 2000, increase the HP gain. From level 1 to 1000, players will gain 30% HP per level and 1 perk point. From level 1001 to 2000, the HP gains remains 30 HP per level. Beyond the level 2000, there will be no additional HP bonuses. These changes enhance gameplay experience and provide more balanced progression systems. To avoid duplicates and clutter that will mod space needlessly, we want to make skill mods inventory management more efficient, my bad. Each bonus that can be owned once in value of role updates when a better one is obtained by the player. So this is really nice too, so that way you don't have any clutter anymore with mods. PvP improvements. This is going to be some big ones for you guys, and all you guys enjoy PvP as much as I do. I have not been in it in a long time, I will admit, just because I've kind of lost the Division 2 PvP feeling compared to what was in Division 1. Then you have Conflict. Our objective is to trade identify Conflict as a purest PvP experience available in Division 2 by making it balanced for all players, regardless by the time they invest in the game. Thus, all agents joining Conflict will have their expertise and SHD level watch bonuses removed, which is really interesting. So no more critical chance, no more critical damage, no more hazard. So you will not be able to use that pretty much at all now by the looks of it. The cash that agents will obtain in the mode will offer a greater quantity, improved quantity rewards items. Changes affecting the spawn area, including the plan to add turrets to all spawn points to prevent spawn camping and forbid equipped items from loadouts being changed while in conflict. Loadout switching, individual pieces of gear will be allowed only once per spawn. So that's different. I was not expecting that. Then we have status adjustments priorities for PvP experience. All the changes status effects include Project Resolve are focused on reducing the impact introducing counter plays. The intention is to make status effect in PvP more manageable and provide agents with additional options to counter them. Even though these changes primarily targets in the PvP experience, we will also monitor impact on PvE. Diminishing returns have been added to status effects in PvP, categorized crowd control, shock, and snare and blind, and damage over time, bleed, burn, and poison. Diminishing returns will not apply in PvE. Diminishing returns means that each sequential application of same category status effects will reduce duration until full immunity is reached. Plague of the Outcast, which is going to be for the Pestilence, as you guys know, is also affected by diminishing returns, which stacks halved upon return. Transfer, okay. Then additionally, the severe immobilization status effect reduced from 50% hazard protection for 5 seconds has been added once per target for all repair skills. Poison has been included in the list effect that boosts hive cleanliness, and boost duration now scales with skill tier, ranging from 5 seconds to maximum 6.5 seconds at skill tier 6. Talents. We aim to make certain talents more viable in PvP and address some balancing issues. Agents can expect the following talents to get a revision both in PvP and PvE. So here's some ones if you guys are curious about. One of these is PvP only for weapon talents, and some are PvE. And it looks like Unbreakable and Perfect Unbreakable are for PvP only as well. That's going to be gear and weapon, if you guys are curious about that. Then the Dark Zone. Project Resolve introduces a more distinct contrast between the invaded and uninvaded Dark Zones, allowing players to customize intensity of their gameplay experience. Our goal is to increase accessibility of the Dark Zone for a wider audience while also providing dedicated space for those seeking more intense experience. Here are changes that agents can expect from the non-invaded DZ. The vaccination time from going rogue has been increased from 5 seconds to 0.75 seconds, which that is awesome. I'm glad they changed that. Duration of first rogue rank has been extended from 20 to 30 seconds. Players' rogue stats will be unable to switch loadouts of individual gear pieces for the duration of the rogue status. Okay, so you will not be able to switch loadouts or individual gear pieces for the duration of the rogue status. So you are stuck with what you have. That I like, but also at the same time, I'm not sure what I think about that because for one, say you go into PvP and you have a certain gun, and you want to switch that weapon, if it doesn't let you switch guns, um, it doesn't say weapon, it just says gear. So I'm sure weapons will be fine, but you'll not be able to throw other pieces of gear on. So good thing it's only, by the looks of it, hopefully it's only gear, not weapons. Because imagine if you're doing long range and you want to switch to an AR and you have a submachine gun, that'd be really annoying. We also plan to add turrets all spawn points to prevent spawn camping and forbid equipped items and loadouts being changed. While in the dark zone, loadout switching and individual pieces of gear will be allowed only once per spawn. Okay. Fixes. Among the numerous fixes include Project Resolve. Here are a few that PvP players would appreciate the most. The issue that allowed agents to aim from cover without being seen and expose the enemy fire with a strike or ballistic shield. Active while using a C79 scope has been fixed. The issue that agents shoot using any scope while a hitbox is fully protected by props when using a shield has been addressed. An issue that agents retain increased magazine size from True Patriot gear set even after swapping loadouts has been resolved. Lastly, the issue that allowed glitching through a ladder when entering direct cover behind has been fixed. To learn more about proposed changes to upcoming fixes, you guys can check out their Twitch if you want as well. And of course, there's going to be the PTS you guys can see right here, which is going to be on December 14th. A few other things that are not in here as well, which I will talk about in another video. But these are some of the things to expect in the new expertise stuff, all those changes, some of the talent, stuff like that, and PvE and PvP improvements. But it does look like we are going to be getting Year 6, which you guys can see right there, which I'm really excited about. And of course, as we know, Division 3 is going to be here. But it's nice to see that we are going to be getting a Year 6 with this, which I kind of figured we would. It was the only matter of time. But we'll just have to wait and see exactly how this goes. Hopefully there'll be more stuff fixed, and maybe they'll fix some, specializations, which I'm not sure if they're still going to go through with that, and maybe they'll change a few other things as well. But overall, I know it has been a while, guys, and I do appreciate all the support still. I've just been very, very busy, and I do not have the time and luxury as much as I used to when I could upload. But as you guys know, I appreciate all your guys' support, and I will catch you guys in the next one.